I am here. This is it. This is most likely the finale of this game. And to some people's relief, that is the case, because if anything, because of Pokemon Legends ZA coming out, I sort of have a feeling that people are gonna be sort of relieved that this is my final episode of Pokemon Legends. If it's so, most likely not, because I might do a lot of bonus stuff in this game. But if I do, that would be a long time from now, probably in the summer, because I'll explain it in the end of the stream. But after this is done, I will be just explaining myself in the 3-hour mark for what's going to be happening right after this is done. 3 things I'm hoping would happen. Oh, my audio! Whoa, my audio's so high. I forgot about that. I think I remembered that it was because I was battling the final boss in Super Mario RPG, and I completely forgot about that. That was the last time I've ever had that happen. So, man, I'm not used to these controls because I'm so used to playing on the PlayStation. I'm doing that for a month. I am going to catch and research all of the Pokemon. Pretty much catch every Pokemon that I have yet to catch. Because how many Pokemon I have yet to complete for the research are... There are 207 I've seen. I believe... Oh, right. Actually, I've yet to get the Tornadus. I've yet to get that in Namarus. So this might not be the finale, after all. The thing I'm trying to remember is, were there 222 Pokemon in this game then? Because the only Pokemon I'm missing are Thundurus, I think. No, Tornadus, and Namarus, and Giratina, and that was it, I believe. Because after battling against those legendary Pokemon, is that. I completely forgot about that, honestly. So this is likely not the finale, after all. I'm actually going to change the thing now, knowing that this is likely not the finale, because I completely forgot that I had all of that to do. So instead of Stairway to Arceus, that was basically a reference to Stairway to Heaven for the song. But then I'm changing the description as well. And what I'm naming this instead is Rematch against the Dark One. The Forbidden Dragon, I mean. I'll have to try to get that description memorized, because that was something I was going to say. So I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to copy and paste here. Second dice trial rules. And that's highlighted in black. That's fine. Then here is I forgot that I didn't capture every legendary yet. So this is going to mainly focus on me getting them along with completing research on some Pokemon. But I'm still, well, no, this is going to change too. Instead of catch an encounter, I'm going to say final legends, final legendaries. Or I'm going to say a painful weather grind. Because it's that kind of grind. I have to make it be a blizzard in order for me to get Tornadus. Freaking gosh darn me, I did not remember that at all. Because I did not think I had that kind of issue. I did. And I've pretty much worn out the fact that this challenge is... Well, I've pretty much worn out the fact that this challenge of not buying a single revive is still a thing. Instead, if I get to or have to, I'll now be able to buy or craft a revive. I want this to blizzard out there. I am very annoyed that it hasn't blizzarded yet. And I have to make it blizzardy in order for me to catch this freaking Tornadus. And I swear, I have had this happen randomly and not, like, coincidentally, I mean. And I thought that if you make it to the zone is when it blizzards. They either changed that or I've been insanely lucky the first time. And that's dumb. If anything, I prefer doing this at the night time. But it's gonna be a freaking grind. How far behind is this already? My word. It's like my connection is on the fritz. And now I know why. Don't end it yet, please. Yay. It didn't end. I'm so glad. I changed it. Though it's gonna look like a massive blur for a moment. Unless it's always been like this, which I despise. I wish I knew how to fix that, but I don't. Because my OBS doesn't have that kind of thing. I wish it did. It would be amazing if it did, but it doesn't. Maybe evening. Let's try that. Because every time it's been snowy, and it hasn't even blizzarded. There's the snow, like I said. That's just what it is. Snow. But now I'm gonna just do time skips to see if it blizzards out. I'm gonna actually turn the volume up a little more. Just in case. Original purpose of the timestamps was because of the fact that I was going to do it for in case I encounter a shiny or intermission, but now the purpose of it is... Yes! Freaking finally! That's a blizzard. And I still know where to go. Wait, this way. Even better that it's at the nighttime. Now, I gotta check. Did I already catch this Tornadus? I hope not, because if I did, then I wasted my time. I'm certain I haven't, though. I was certain that I gave up on it, and the answer is I did give up on it. No, I wasted my time. I have to progress their Pokédex entries. Ah ha ha! I forgot. I wasted my time. I completely forgot I did already catch Tornadus. I just have to progress their entries first. Dang it, I'm not going in this route then. I'm going in the Coronat Highlands instead. That is annoying. I wasted all of that time just to realize I had to do a different thing. No. So now I'm going to just see those Pokemon. I'm actually going to see more than just that Pokemon. I'm going to see Cherim too. So I remembered what I was going to name these Pokemon too. I was going to name them Landlord, Thunderlord, and Cyclone Lord. Basically, now I'm thinking of naming it Land Genie, Thunder Genie, and Wind Genie. Because they're genies. Obviously. Wait. Oh, darn. Legendaries. Whoops. Doesn't matter in the end. It's funny that I'm doing them alphabetical. Now I'm sorting them. I'm actually going to progress Heatran's things too. Whoops. That's not what I meant. I'm hoping that I don't encounter the massive mass outbreak. Because I want to I don't know. So I'm making sure on this. I am going to name all of these legendary Pokemon. Volcano. Why did I name you Volcano Queen instead of Volcano? Was that me accidentally misspelling? And I'm surprised nobody told me about that. I was trying to say Volcano Queen. But I can't space it, so it's just gonna be like this. Volcano Queen. Or if anything, instead of that, I'm gonna call you Volcania. No, even better. I'm gonna call you Magma Queen. Because of your signature move of Magma Storm. Originally, a move that Heatran would learn on level 100, but already knows it. Because it's basically Legends, so makes all the more sense. Well, I'm going to name you because of emotion is joy, despite the fact that you don't have a gender. If anything, instead of that, I'm going to call you... Yeah. Trying to figure out an emotion. Azoth, I thought of. Well, Yuxi, I thought of Wonder. Azoth maybe will be a Gile. So, for you, I'm gonna say. I have no idea. I had it, but now I'm actually not sure. Inspiration. That's what I'm gonna say. As you are going to be, instead of a Gile, it's going to be generosity. Let's do that. The reason why that is because of the fact that really it's not, well, I don't know, being of willpower, basically, so that's the reason. Then Yuxi's is going to be called Wisdom instead. Whoops, instead of what I originally had. If anything, I should have named Mesprit Compassion. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fine. Then your name is Land Genie. Because you're a genie, technically. Or really, I'm going to name you Land Saber. And then you are going to be Airhawk because you are because of the reason you'll see. But really, I'm going to call you Cyclone Hawk, if that fits. All of you are males, too. I completely forgot about the genders. And then you will be Thunderous Claw. Or really, Static Claw. Or Electro. Nah. Dang it. Because I'm trying to figure out the form names, but I'm drawing a blank on what to name. Thunderous. Because in my mind, Thunderclaw is a move. So that's why I'm not naming it what I was going to name it. Maybe I'm gonna do this. Stormy Bane was a better one. Let's do Stormy Bane instead of just Stormbane. And then I'm going to put all of you. I'm going to replace my team for a temporary amount of time. Put you all in legendary in the legendaries page. And then for all of the others, I'm going to look throughout all of you to see what I haven't completed. Eevee I have completed, Bidoof I've definitely completed. How about Staravia? Yes. I don't have Staraptor yet, which is shocking. Maybe I should evolve my shiny Staravia into a Staraptor. What was the other shinies that I had? Rapidash and Ursaring. I'm pretty sure I already completed those too. Yes. Unknown is completed all the way. I'm certain because I know for a fact that I was training Bishop for a long time, so that should be obvious. Oh, I haven't. All right, so I guess I'm doing Rapidash then. I didn't know that. And usually you can find them in the Horseshoe Plains. Defeated with water-type moves. Number defeated. Number of alpha specimens caught. Oh. Wow. That's gonna be interesting. Maybe I can just catch one. If I catch a shiny alpha Rapidash, it's gonna be both a funny and sad way to catch that. So the other ones were Cherim, because I've yet to complete that, even though I thought I did complete it, but it wasn't completed yet. Cherim, where are you? Oh, I have. Did I do the quest then, or did I forget? I might have, but I might have forgotten. Oh, I have. Never mind then. Dang it. Nope. What is it? It is... No, I'm going the wrong way. Going the wrong places. Cherubi that I had to complete. Seen leaping out of trees. That's what it was. Either that or defeat one, or both. Chimchar I'm going to do, because for one I don't have Monferno. Unless I do. I do, but I haven't caught it. So yeah, I'm doing Chimchar too. Rapidash, I'm not going to bring you. I'm going to bring. I have caught Floatzel. I'm gonna bring you. No, I'm not. It's a good thing I stopped myself. Celio, I have to evolve you to get the Wall Rain. Gosh darn it. Freaking just go right here. And then Zorua, I don't think I have a Zoroark yet. So that's a thing that I can do. And then the last one will be... I already have a Ninetales, but not the Alolan kind. I don't think I have a Chimecho, so I'm going to put Chingling. Chingling was a happiness evolution. Never mind. I'm going to just catch the Alpha Chimecho. So instead, I could just evolve Pikachu into Raichu, since I've had no luck with the thing, but I already got a Raichu, realized. I have to think about what I don't have in the evolution slots. I don't have Garchomp, I don't think. I encountered it, but I've never caught it. I think I can evolve Gabite into Garchomp, but what else? Spiritomb, I might as well just... Maybe I already completed that. Nah, I'm gonna do this. Voltorb, because I don't have Electrode yet. I must have encountered it, but I didn't catch it. Now let's see if there's a... Nope. I don't remember if Voltorb evolves by stone or not, though. is either by stone or by level up, not by happiness. Wow. Seems like I only have one Thunderstone anyway. Nope. It is a level up. Then I'm gonna go all the way over here. Just to double check with these guys. Jet ball set and I like rock. Screw it. 20 jet balls. I have a lot of jet balls now. Mass outbreak of Roselia or Mantine. Yeah, screw it. Mylan's Camp. Wait, I was going to remove these stamps since I no longer need them. I do need that though, the berry stamp. I'm going to check as well. Is there only one? No. There. They're loading in. Seems like there's only 3 though. Yeah. I was just seeing if I had a chance to encounter a shiny unknown. Even if it's not much, it's still a good achievement to get a shiny anything. Shiny unknown is a funny one. I was gonna say I'm going too far, is it? Nope. Surprisingly not. I'm going to encounter you with the Voltorb. I don't remember my buttons. I think it was this button. Defeated with grass type moves. Aha. Worst thing is there are no grasses. Stormy Bane, Land Saber. I realized I didn't bring a single steel type. I'll do Celio, just in case though. Oh, great. Ah. Are you running away? I swear you weren't. Oh, come on. Fine. Ugh. Fine. What level are you? How are you that hard to catch in that level? Whatever. Ice Beam then. That kind of deal. If anything, I should use the legendary Pokemon anyway. Paralyzed. Liquidation. Catching you. I'm not catching you. Oh well. Gotta check on what I have to do for Celio. I have to see it use liquidation. That's it. I wanted to make sure on that. Because otherwise it's defeat with rock type moves. That's an impossibility at the moment. Unless I backstrike it. And then to give it food and evolve it. Technically. How the heck did you get aggressive on me from that far away? Yeah. Mine. Wow, nice try. It's as if I'm already having a status condition when you use the move. Might as well just freaking attack them. Use liquidation on all of them. I think I have to use a flying type move on these Pokemon. If so, then I'm lucky with it. Bar. No, I didn't hear that right, but it felt like I would have heard a shiny sound, but I'm very sure I haven't. Very sure I didn't. Roselia has psychic type moves, I have none. But it doesn't matter. Absorb. It's a roaring dragon. As the power goes out, the scream ends. I gotta actually save because of that. Since I've actually made progression. I gotta save whenever I can. Ice Beam again. What suck is if I encounter a shiny Pokemon, then my power goes out. No, Jinxie, I know it. But it's something that would suck nonetheless. Liquidation. Ow. Ow! Yay, I'm not paralyzed. Thank you for not paralyzing me. Or thank you for poisoning me instead of paralyzing. How quaint. Item? Hyper Potion. But I'm now going to change to Cyclone Hawk. I actually don't know what moves I'm supposed to see you use. I'm going to use an Agile style move too. Oh, look at that! Agile style, extra sensory. Gotta be honest though, I freaking love the move extra sensory. Crunch. Hurricane, Bleak Windstorm. I'm gonna just use another Agile style move of this. Alright, so same thing, Agile style. Pretty much doing Agile style moves in general. And now, I'm gonna see what I'm supposed to do for Tornadus. Bleak Wind Storm. Oh, extrasensory is the thing I'm supposed to see it use. But now I'm going to use strong style moves of those, so that I would finally, so I'd have all of that completed. That's pretty much the gist of all of that. Overkill! It's already overkill on my legendary Pokemon. Where? Oh, you can evolve now. That was my main goal, was to evolve you. But I also gotta see something about this Zorua. Oh, I have completed. Good. So I am gonna just evolve it then. Evolve. Zoroark. I have to check on you. So now I've caught a Zoroark, what am I supposed to see it do? Defeat it with dark type moves and see it use Bitter Malice along with an agile style move. Crap, not that. Zoroark, change moves, seeing what you have. You do have Bitter Malice, I'm going to use an agile style move of that. You do! I'm pretty sure that is all of the Roselias in this outbreak. So, now, I'm just gonna attack them all with strong style extrasensory. Your brother's home. The last one. There is one more. No, there aren't. Oh, wait, that's a Bonsly. Never mind. What the heck? That was a side strike, though. Already caught it. Didn't even need to worry about that. I didn't even need to worry about that Bonsly anyway. Somehow I thought that I didn't complete its research though. Oh, that was that massive mass outbreak deal. Seen it use Mimic. Titan's not seen it blue evolves ore deposits. All that stuff. Completed your research. And now... Wait, that was not it. Stormy Bane's turn. Let's see what I have to do for you then. Thunderous. I have to use extrasensory. A strong style move, of course it did, because it used that move to defeat one of my Pokemon in Wild Bolt Storm. I'm just gonna use a strong style extrasensory anyway. That pose. I'm ready. If that said it, that was a crit, not worth it. Good bite. Strong style extrasensory. All for the grind of completion. Oh! Where? Aha! Oh! I'm poisoned! I'm very sure that you're supposed to be the one that gets defeated by fire-type moves. Agile style extrasensory. Oh, I'm ringing now! Another Pokemon to battle. Oh, that doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna use a normal one. Pseudo Wudo. The Pokemon I've caught before, but will feel all the better for me to catch again. Yes, nailed it. How without being spotted? I actually forgot that you had to do that, because otherwise, if it sees you, it stands still pretending it's a tree, but it's not a tree. It's a Pokemon. Still funny about that Pokemon that was like, no, no. Ew. I bet you're a runaway Pokemon. Yes, you are. Thankfully, you didn't run away, though. Alright. Completion for you. Somebody's aggressive. Where? Where? I don't see you. There you are. Apparently you are the aggressor. What? And that was the Pokemon. There is an alpha. The alpha's a combi. I know it. Switching to Landorus, because Landorus is the last one I need to complete research for in order to get the final Pokemon that I need to research. Gotta encounter more Roselia and defeat them with psychic moves. Nailed it. Oh, you are the alpha. I haven't even caught you yet, nor seen you. Oh yeah, I've seen you actually. Because you were seen when I was battling against Volo. Was his name. Fitted with a flying type move though. Well, you thought. But okay. Level 50. Let's see if this actually whittles it down. Good. Gotta catch you in an Ultra Ball, because I haven't caught you yet. And catching an Alpha Specimen is one of the research tasks anyway. Why are you thinking? Oh, baby, I did it! Caught it! That was an Alpha Specimen that I caught. Oh, it wasn't even supposed to. Gotcha. Do that. There's nothing much to talk about. I feel so bad. Yeah, I can evolve you now. Double checking though. What else did I have to do? To use liquidation a certain amount of times. Yes, I'm evolving it. The more complete, the better. Alright, so now, and I remembered that the shiny wall ring that I caught, I named it Wallace because it fit. I think I might do the same, but if it ends up being a female, I'll name it something else. I just don't know what to name it that starts with a W. Wenda, maybe, but Wendy, maybe, or maybe Wilma? Seems right. So now, just gotta look for another Roselia. Yeah, you always look at this place thinking it's open and it's just open-ended but not open-worlded. Ew! Am I supposed to give it food? That shocked me. This is the last Roselia I'm battling that I'm supposed to defeat it with poison, well, I mean psychic type moves. Because otherwise, for the Roselia, I'm supposed to do what? See it use poison powder and then catch it during daylight hours. Huh. Just catch it a bunch, mainly. Now I'm checking the Combi. Combi! What do I do here? Nothing, really, because I already completed this Pokédex entry. I have to catch another Cranidos and actually see it use Ancient Power.
Whenever the power goes out, it resets my light and I see all fitting. It's like super bright white light.
I remember it too. My brother's explaining about his bedroom light. What was I supposed to do to defeat it? Yes, I am supposed to defeat it with rock type moves. Feeding you, but really distracting you. Don't be unawares. Still not getting why it's with an S in the end. Normal. Checking something for Landorus. Oops, I went too far. Seen it use extra sensory 5 times, but I've only seen it use a strong style move twice. So, I was right to use a normal extra sensory then. Not gonna bother with the Roselias. I'm actually gonna try. It's freaking foggy! Gosh darn it, I thought I was going too far and then it ends up being foggy instead. Curse you! And I'll do the requests later. Probably we'll do that after I captured every legendary Pokemon. How the heck did he see me from that far away? Even in a fog. Is this where the Raichu usually is? Yes. No, never mind. I'm actually gonna look at the Raichu to see where it actually is supposed to be. Because I know there's an Alpha Raichu somewhere. Golden Lowlands in the Crimson Mirelands. So that's where you find the Alpha Raichu. Alright. No! I want to sleep until it no longer hazes. It's still sad to me that Maya is not able to say more than just giving you offerings. That along with other things. Just any character in general that you wish to talk to. That's a disadvantage about games, is that if you wish to talk to any major character more, they only say the same words. But that's what it's programmed like. The only game that's not programmed like that is a game that I'm not even going to play. DDLC. If you know what that stands for, then you're golden on the reasoning. Hurdler! Hopefully you're not a runaway Bond. I'm going to use a strong style extra sensory. Because then I'm certain I have 100% completed the research. Yay! Of every genie Pokemon. It's funny because for Enamorous, what I'm going to name it is Natural Genie. Or just, well, Blossoming Genie or whatever. Likely just Natural Genie or whatever. Sunny Genie or whatever. I have no idea. Got 3 Pokemon. Those 3 were Bonsly, Sudowoodo, and the Alpha Rose Raid. I've done quite a bit there. Probably got another rank. Carnivine. I think I've already completed its entry. Oh, I already did that. Rose Raid. Done all of that. Level 9, so not yet. Just have to Probably catch another Sudowoodo without being spotted. Whatever is the case. So I have completed. A once departed soul returned to life in Hisui. Derives power. Did I already do this? Yes. That was a waste of a voice, but I have not completed these three, and I was supposed to. When the incarnations of wind and of lightning clash, Landorus arrives to quell the conflict. After the tempests and thunderbolts abate, the land is sure to be blessed with bountiful harvests. I say this wielder of electricity has waged war with his nemesis, Tornadus, since time immemorial. The lightning bolts it hurls pierce the very earth and enrich the soil. It's funny that they're nemesis as well. This storm-stirring Pokemon is said to cause the seasons to turn by whipping up the air. It's even funnier that right now it's strong winds and blizzarding. So, well, not blizzarding, but in a snowy climate. So this is all the funnier. I suspect its human-like form to be a false one. And all of that. 960. I'm going to go. No, return to the village. So now I'm going to this place. Massive mass. Going to this place, though. Yes. You can never replicate real life. They don't have much of anything different to talk about. It's only real life that were like that. Because everyone would have either the same thing or the different thing to talk about. Games can never copy that. Ah, you've arrived. You now know much about Landorus, Tornadus, and even Thundurus. Well done. In more normal times, I would bid you let those three fly free, as is their nature. But we are yet fresh from the tearing of the space-time rift. Until its after effects fade entirely, perhaps it's better to keep our trio contained. And now it is time to tell you the rest. What is it? There is one more of that cohort. Come. I love how it's a more for that. A more. This is Intermission, a Pokemon hailed as the Herald of Spring. So really just Spring Genie then. Intermission is not particularly given to ill behavior, but I imagine you'd like to document her for your Pokédex, wouldn't you? Catch her then, if you like. She always flits about in the Crimson Mirelands. Oh yeah! Bring it on! So, then what I'm supposed to do is Shokogita had a completed Pokédex entry for Intermission. Return to the village. Hoping that I don't encounter a massive mass outbreak in my islands. Yes. Nothing. As for what you're supposed to do is, the weather is not supposed to really have much of anything happen. Unless I'm wrong and it's supposed to be sunny out. Because then I'm going to instead name it from Spring Genie to just Sunny Genie. Or just Solar Genie or whatever. Oh, and because I'm done with the Pokédex entries, and because this is one of those Pokemon, I'm using my entire team. I'll get them back. Just right now, I'm going to do this. So it's just a basic Pokemon battle. The only disadvantage is the only Pokemon I'm not able to really use is Samohex because it's a Dark type. The best Pokemon for this situation is Stephanie, believe it or not, because of her Steel typing, resistance, and shelter. Resistance to flying type moves, of course. Blue Dragoon is big on the disadvantage along with Samohex. Luna is another best bet, but Caspar isn't because she knows extra sensory. Alberto is also another best bet. So pretty much 3 Pokemon, which are Luna, Stephanie, and Alberto, are the best ones. Saving, because why the heck not? It's just in case. You're strangers. Cannot help it. But I am checking this place. I gotta check every time just to see if I encounter an alpha or not. No shinies, no nothing. So now, and I'm not gonna get all of those mystery pages from before because that took very long for me to get last time, and I'm not really willing to do all of that again. So where I'm supposed to go, for one thing, is I'm supposed to go in the swamplands. Mainly this place. You'll see her. But if I don't see her, that means that I'm at the wrong place. There's actually 2 places you're supposed to go. Either here or at the other place. I thought for sure it was here though. Because as well, she's known to be in the spring, so that... Oh, yep, there she is. Save again. That's another thing, is the pain of it is you get to be so slow in these places. So the best thing to do is ride weird. Ugh! Fine, I'll bow you, freaking frog. Oh, really now? Fine, I'll leave. I'm confused! Doing this until... Oh, come on. You have to be... Ugh, I freaking hate that part. I'm resetting. I am resetting. I've completely forgotten it was that hard to encounter this thing. It's a good thing I saved. By my freaking word. And I only saved because of in case I either fail to catch it or have that happen. That is dumb. Where the heck? There. Start this again. Really? Ugh. You leave me alone! Come on! No, I didn't expect it to be freaking easy, but my freaking word! That was like almost instant. Man, I'm just not feeling it apparently. Already losing my mind. Ah, and there's that too. I cannot freaking... I hate that. I gotta go the other way. No! I just... yeah, I think I shouldn't even have streamed. But if I didn't stream tonight, I wouldn't have streamed at all this week. Because otherwise I had planned on recording. Oh, weird, she knows me from that far away. I completely forgot about how hard this Pokemon is. Finally. That's one down. Alright. And no, I'm not doing that on purpose. She does it right there, and it's hard for me to predict. That's two. That's not good enough. I was not gonna make that. Oh, I did it. Doing it with Gengar. Hypnosis first. Yeah, it actually hit. And then I'm going to use an agile style Venom Shock to see if that works. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very upset. Ah! It's pain! It's freaking painful. That's why I was hoping I wasn't going to have to reset again. It's even worse because she's the final legendary Pokemon that is like this. And then afterwards, Giratina, you just battle against. And then in the eventual battle of Arceus, It's just like the Pokemon boss battles. You know the ones. That's why I'm just that aggravated already. I shouldn't be, but I am. It's the worst thing. Nope, that's not gonna work. I did it way too early. Wait, too late. Really? You hit right where I stood. And it's meant to be like a random thing. Wait. There, I was like, are you gonna leave me alone or what? Let's try this again. It's not gonna work. Ah. No, that's not gonna work either. Really? That was not it? Man, I ended up forgetting entirely about how hard this gets. I hate when that happens. Man, I should just quit already. I should just end the stream and make it private because I'm having a worst time of my life. It's even worse that when I have those realizations of what's been going on in this world, it makes me feel all the worse. And hence why I might even quit streaming altogether. Because apparently when I record, I end up doing way better than when I stream. When I record, I don't have those issues where I rage a lot of the time. This is like the first time in a very long time that I've encountered a rage moment. Good. That's one. It's not gonna work. That's two. Doesn't matter if I save here. Aha! Why does it happen randomly? Like, she knows where I'm standing at some points. She just attacks in a random spot and randomly hits me where I'm standing, right when I was trying to recover. That's the thing that's the worst part. She's apparently way smarter. Well, of course she's a way smarter, but come on. It makes all the more sense that way. Yay! Now I can finally do this again. I forgot it wasn't... fine. Yes! Again! No! I apparently have to reset! Because I went too far away! There. So now, I'm going to do this instead of using cast bar. That was a nightmare. Springtide Storm. Which, of course, you already know that causes confusion usually. Roar. That works. Gonna hopefully be able to switch out here. And yes, I know she uses extra sensory. I'm hoping that Cashbar goes first, and I'm going to use a strong style hypnosis, hoping that it doesn't miss. Thankfully, it doesn't. The best chance to catch it. I'm very sorry for me having been very upset for the. Oh, you don't even use it. You use crunch instead. If anything, you're gonna actually make this all the easier for the completion of this research. Stephanie's turn. Just in case this fails, I'm gonna use Shelter. Alright, now I'm gonna catch it. The go-to Pokeball for this Pokemon doesn't really matter. If anything, a Pokeball would be a funny thing, or a Jet Ball. But I'm doing Ultra Ball. If it catches once, which I'm betting it would. Yes, because of course it does. Man, hard to believe I had that kind of upset at all. I shouldn't even have, but I did. I'm gonna for one see if and I know I haven't. So Enamorous, and I'm going to name you Spring Genie because it makes sense. So I've seen you use a strong style move. I'm going to use extra sensory as well. This is going to be extra sensory 3 times. Agile style move 3 times. So extra sensory 3 times, and then agile style move 3 times. And then that might complete it. Well, for one, I'm going to rest for a little while. And then I'm going to see my Pokemon and bring back the temporary team. Really, I'm just going to do this. Wall Rain. Zoroark, because of seeing it use a certain thing. Voltorb, just to evolve it. And then Enamorous, I'm going to name you Spring Genie. If anything, just Spring. No, instead, Trying to figure out a name for it. I feel like Spring is a name, but I'm thinking instead I'm going to name you April. Yeah, just April. The reason why is because she may be a genie, but she's also just Well, for one thing, I'm going to put you on the legendaries page. And then do this. I don't know. She's just enamorous, or what? I don't know, like... I don't know what the name technically means, mainly. Maybe Overquill for completion. And then for Vespiquen too. Let's check. Vespiquen. I have completed it. Never mind. Voltorb, I just have to catch heavy specimens and defeat them. See it use Spark. And evolve one. Change moves just in case. It does know Spark already. Knowing that I'm supposed to have it use Spark a certain amount of times is all the better. But April, I'm going to use an agile style move of extra sensory. I'm very sure it was. Let me double check. I can't help it. And Amber's. Yes, agile style move of extra sensory 3 times. Battery is low. This is where Alpha Raichu is usually. Alpha Raichu. Going to use, no matter what, just whatever. Then I'm just gonna use it no matter what. See what you end up using. I know most likely it's gonna be Thunder or something. Oh, really? Oh yeah, you were unaware. Never mind. So that's 3. Then I'm gonna switch out. Oh, sorry, April. If you're Hampshire, I'm gonna max revive. I'm gonna max revive you. Overquill's turn. Alpha versus Alpha. Revive. I only have 1 left after that. Agile style move of this. I'm really supposed to defeat it with ground type moves, but at the moment I don't have any. Hence why I did it like that. Forgot already about that. So I'm thinking I've already completed Enamoris' thing. So screw it, I'm going to just see. I caught Enamoris. And I've completed this Pokédex entry, I think. Caught with a backstrike too. Because it actually counts. I've yet to complete your thing. Barbarage and Dark Pulse. So I would have actually completed yours. When it flies through this land from across the sea, the bitter winter comes to an end. According to legend, this Pokemon's love gives rise to the budding of fresh life across Hisui. Know that. Going back to the village, and I'm going to show her the completed entry of Intermission. The sad part being that that will be the last major effect for Kogita. The last majority for her, I mean. Like, the last time that she's going to have a major role in this game is after you show her the completed entry of Intermission. She won't have any more to say. Also, there was that investigate. Yes, darn it. Aha, you've caught Intermission as well, and you know much about her. Intermission arrives in Hisui once winter has passed, hence the epithet, Herald of Spring. Her company, when I have the pleasure, is of great help. She ferries me hither and yon across Hisui, but I'll leave her in your care for now, I suppose. For now. Indeed, even you can hardly expect to live for all the time. Surely, but she will be in your care for now. Here, this is the reveal glass. If you use it on the Nemris and her brethren, they will assume different forms. That actually reminds me about what her actual form is, which is a snake-like turtle beast. And the funniest part being that I named her April, which is a reference from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it makes all the more sense that I named her that. I actually had that thought of, and then I forgot that her form was actually a turtle. You, Nemris, and her brethren have something in common. You all tend to stir the pot of life. Do not mistake me, I mean this positively. If everything were straightforward, what meaning would there be in living as long as we do? Once there was a god of field, and once there was a god of spring. Upon Hisui's winds it wheeled, and brought life to every growing thing. Was that how that old verse went? I have passed on to you all there is to pass. Where history goes from there, I leave it to you and your companions to see through. That's that. 4 large experience candies. Investigate. An antique tea set. That's sad. She says that same entire thing. And what I wish you could do is battle against her in that super training. I bet you can, just that it's a complication nonetheless. So, having completed that for her, now the next step is battling against Giratina again. And that is what I will do with my original team. Going with Stephanie first, though, because Stephanie was the help last time. I forgot that I put legendaries on the final page. I'll deal with these 5 later. Right now, this is where she needs to be. So, apparently, that means there are only 16, yes, 16 legendary Pokemon. Technically, there's meant to be 13, I think. No, 12, because these 2 are mythicals. As much as I thought that this guy was a... Also, yeah. As much as I thought that this guy was a legendary, but I was wrong. And yeah, I named them all. So what I'm gonna name... I don't know. I was thinking of something, but I don't quite know for sure. And in order to turn them into their alternate forms... And that's funny, because she looks completely different than these 2. I mean, 3. For one, that she has 4 horns. And it's 1 horn, 3 horns, 2 horns, and then 4 horns here. I bet nobody caught that before I said anything. So because of that, I'm gonna set them in the order of horns, hence it being alphabetically backwards. No, not really. So, Giratina's the final one, and what I'm naming him, obviously, is Dark Lord, because it makes sense. Shadow Lord is a better name for it, though, so maybe I'll name it that instead. I'm also looking for you two. Before anything else, I'm putting the alphas back. And then I am going to do this. I'm going to go to the 3rd route unless I can't. Because of massive mass outbreaks, thankfully not. So maybe there's nothing that she says after you actually complete the game, but now it's time for the rematch against Giratina. Maybe this is the finale, and I should have just said that this was indeed the Stairway to Arceus. But it's all dependent on how long it takes me to actually catch all of these Pokemon, because likely part 19 is the finale. Because I did think that it was either going to be a month, or I mean until the end of the month, or something for all of that happening. Is that an Alpha 2? Yes, it is. An Alpha Starly. Just seeing if you're a shiny. You're not. A shiny Staraptor is obvious, in the no-doubt way. It's funny because overall my team, I think I remembered as well that Arceus' level is 80 for the first battle that you have against it. So it makes all the more sense for my Pokemon to be as high leveled as they are. That was it using extra sensory, I think. But now I'm gonna save before I go into this cave. I'm supposed to go in this cave in order for it to appear. Save! This is it. The final legendary Pokemon to battle against before we do all of the other stuff. Forgot that it gives you that moment. And it does the same theme as before, if you remembered, from when I battled this thing the last time. I think it was the last part, at least. No, it was the part before. Was it? I don't quite remember anymore. But this is it. Oh no, I was right. This was from last part, and now I'm rematching it, and this time battling and catching it. The best Pokeball to use against this thing, hilariously enough, is something I don't have, so I'm actually going to go back to camp then. Sorry, Giratina, I fled because there was a perfect Pokeball for me to use against you, and I don't have it here. Its weight is insane, which is why I'm going to get the Gigaton balls. I have 3 of them. I'm going to craft 7 more if I can. I didn't mean to say that. These. I'm actually going to keep these now. These. These. And these. There we go. Now it's crafting time. Low battery, I get it. I get it. Gigaton requires that. I'm going to craft 7. No, 12. I'm going to do 12 instead. Now doing this again. Yeah, the best flight path is this way. Changing the timestamp afterward to an intermission because I'm going to have an intermission after this is done. Okay, swipe at the tree. This works. Is that an alpha? No, it was normal. Saving again. But when I encounter the thing. Catching it with a Gigaton ball. Now this Pokemon battle is going to be nuts to try to manage to do because, for one, it's level 70, obviously. It's just like the Time Lord and Space Lord deal, just that it has an advantage over both. And that's why I'm using the team that I'm using. I'm going to start with Stephanie. I think the best team to use is just Stephanie, Alberto, and if I can, Caspar, so I can let it be fallen into a trance. But that's likely not gonna happen. Let's do this. It starts by using Shadow Force. It's seemingly a lot stronger than before. Probably just angered by the time of me of having defeated it. It worked. And yeah, there's the classic thing of what it's done. Which was, it use Dragon Pulse because that's the only move that never misses, no matter if it's obscured or not. No longer obscured! Because why not? There we go. Well, nice. Now it's time to try to catch it in a Gigaton Ball, the strongest heavy ball there is. Probably the strongest Pokeball ever. That's near the Master Ball. So I think this will catch him first try. Of course it does. Yay! And that's the final legendary Pokemon that you can capture with a Pokeball. And I'm not kidding with that. Because Arceus is a boss battle. Shiny! The Griseous Core. That reverts it to its normal form. Report back to Professor Lavington. But I'm not going to do that, and instead I'm going to complete its Pokédex entry first, before I do that. I have yet to do so. I'm close, though. I'm going to use a strong style move twice and use Shadow Claw. Or I'm just going to use Shadow Claw 3 times, and that will be it. All of the moves that it knows, though, Shadow Claw is not one of them. The best part is, doing the side quest that requires me to only use Dialga or only use Palkia is a really good research progression as well, because then I'm able to use strong style and agile style moves. And if I remember, their levels are not super great, but he uses three Pokemon which are evolutions against you. And same with Irida. Or Irida, but I call her Irida instead. Rest first. After I progress through Giratina's Pokédex entry, which I'm going to also... No, screw it. I'm going to just go to you anyway. Volo eventually returned and told me more about what happened at the Temple of Sinnoh. He said that Giratina, that it chose to protect the land of Hisui after discovering it was no match for you. He said that we should study it and add it to the Pokédex. He wandered off after that, saying this was probably the last time we would meet. But I can't help but feel he's far more invested in our completion of the Pokédex than he would have us know. Complete. A Grit Rock. So yeah, we get to hear more from Volo at that point, but that was it. That was all that he says before his disappearance from there. No more Gigaton. No more of these either. Only use them for capturing Pokemon, but I don't really need them anymore. So, here we go. Origin form. Already completed too. Giratina loses its legs upon changing into this form. I believe this Pokemon must hail from a world where the heavens and the earth are as one. Though I have no way of proving it. You can't see its other form, and it's known as the Renegade Pokemon. But it does have another form, obviously. So that's that. And now, I am going to take an intermission and drink some water. So instead of a painful weather grind, I'm going to instead say a miserable screw it, Cyclone. I was back. I was just thinking about whether to rename this part what I originally named it or keeping it as is. Because I might be able to battle against Arceus. That's possible. And if so, then I am going to name it Stairway to Arceus because that was basically the name of the part from the start. But I didn't know for sure if that was for... I didn't know for sure if that was going to happen. It's likely not going to happen. So, now I'm going to try to... I'm actually going to complete those side quests from before. Gonna catch it. Well, I already have caught the Gligar. I'm going to complete its research before I evolve it into Gliscor. So here, only until I battle against Arceus, I'm going to complete research for certain Pokemon that I have to just memorize. So Overquill is first, right? Or did I already do so? I haven't, but I'm close. I have to only say use Barbarage, and that's fine. Also, I've already completed up to level 10. If anything, I'm going to use a starter Pokemon as well, because that grind is a welcome grind.
Oh, fine, I'll charge you. Oh, whatever.
I guess I gotta charge this thing. Just at first I gotta find the thing. Where did I put it? Did I put it on here? Yes, I did. It's funny how I'm looking, like, it's at times funny that I look forward to completing a game only because of three reasons technically. And those three reasons are, one, I like this game, but yet when another game comes out sooner or later, it's sort of a relief to be able to complete the one that I've been hyping up for a long time, this game. And then the other one, and also I've only completed 94 Pokemon on the research, and doing a research grind is going to be insane to deal with. That, along with the only way to get Magnemite, if I'm remembering, is by going into the second route. Because originally it would say unknown habitat. And then you find Magnezone by it flying around in Mount Coronet, usually. Oh wow, I forgot about Take Heart, which if I remember, it swaps the attack and defense of it. But I'll let it use a strong style Moonblast instead. But I hype up this game, and when I complete it, then that will be like a finally, like I finally completed it kind of deal. I have not done much with Mantike apparently, nor Mantine. So I have to catch them without being spotted, and that's sort of hard to do. Catch small specimens and then defeat them with electric type moves, and see them use Water Pulse. Mantine, though, I have to do a lot. Probably a lot more. Not really. I have not evolved it. But I have to... apparently large specimens, even though I can encounter an alpha and catch it that way. Defeat them with electric type moves, and also see them use Air Slash and Double Edge along with an Agile style move. Thinking, so there's not quite a lot that I know for what I have yet to catch and see. I've seen every legendary Pokemon, just that now I have to try to find the Magnemite. So yeah, this is for sure not going to be the final part. I didn't even say my other two reasons for why I'm looking forward to completing this game. One is just a silly reason, but the other one is because then I will probably take a break from streaming again for like another 2 weeks before deciding whether to play a streaming LP, a chill game, just just doing those once in a while streams where I do something or just discuss something. I might do that eventually, is discuss things in a streaming format so I would be able to say all I can. But then I would need some sort of audio to back that up. But I don't know what audio to do for that because I might get copyrighted no matter what. So, it's a toughie there. Double checking, I don't have Infernape. So that's one of them that I have to worry about. Is there a Pokemon that starts with a J in this game? I don't quite think so. And if there was, then I don't have it. Mass outbreaks of Sneasel and Bronzong. If I remember, this was that Pokemon who... It was another one of those shinies that, when it evolved into another Pokemon, it was a bad shiny. But it looked pretty good, pretty cool otherwise. Coronet Highlands, why not? And then I'm going to there complete research on certain other Pokemon. So I'm doing a bit of both, catching Pokemon and just researching them. See Pokemon. I'm going to, for one thing, just replace this team. So mainly, for one, I'm going to name you a different name. You don't have Shadow Claw. Reasonable. But I don't even need to worry about that. I am going to name you Shadow Lord. And then put you all the way over here. To tell you about its weight, and I did this in my LP as well, if it shows its weight should be an insane weight. 1,000 pounds if I'm remembering. Yes, that heavy. So yeah, using a Gigaton ball makes a lot of sense if you see it that way, because it definitely weighs a lot. So there's that. There's you. You are apparently heavier than Giratina. I'm actually going to, only because of the orbs, do this. Also because I haven't really completed the Pokédex entries for you two yet. Oh, you are level 65. I was wrong. You are level 70, but you two weren't. Never mind. And I know there's one more legendary Pokemon to get as well, just that getting it is going to be like one of the complications. I don't have Darkrai. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll figure out the sorting of it. It's likely gonna be you four staying. I don't know what to do. We'll see. It's likely gonna be like you two and then Heatran on the other thing. I'm thinking way too hard about this. So that it's you three only for one thing. And then I'm going to do probably Glalie because I'm pretty sure I haven't completed its research. Electivire, I know I haven't completed its research. It's pretty simple though. And then Cricketune I haven't completed yet either. Then I gotta place you all in a different place, so I won't get confused. Alright, so then, after all of that, going back, we'll need to do a bit of this, saving first. Key items. Oh, I can't, I'm unable to at the moment. Because how I'm supposed to get the items is from the others. Arceus Core. Does that count? Let's hope it does. Yes. There is one Hisuian verse that tells of a powerful light creating a deep shadow. I imagine that this deep shadow is Giratina. The origin form is what I like more. See my Pokemon? I'm actually going to keep Space Lord and Time Lord for the completion purposes. And then I'm only going to place you to... I'm going to place you somewhere else. Then I'm going to put Walrein in. Nothing else here. So I'm just going to do it like that. All that being done, Sneasel's over there. All the while just looking around to see if I encounter any shinies, even if they're duplicates. Nothing here. Also, just gonna do this. Alpha! Battling you, using an agile style move. I don't quite know what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna turn my volume down a little bit, but I want to keep it at a certain volume so I would be able to hear anything. Or shiny, because of in case I end up missing it. So now I'm just gonna see what I'm supposed to do with Walrein, because I was definitely wrong. Wall Rain. I was supposed to use a strong style move, I bet. Yes. And Blizzard and Ice Beam. Oops. Whoa, wait. That was right. Change moves. You do have them both. Never mind. The thing I'm looking forward to is, in high hopes, not having to deal with the unknown. Like, the only thing I'm willing to deal with as an alpha Skuntank. The thing I'm willing to deal with is the cores, but those cells, I mean. Because if I have to deal with those, that's one I prefer the most. That's not an alpha. That was. I don't have any psychic type moves on any of these guys. Unless somehow Electivire has one. You have Flamethrower. It's still funny that it knows that move. Like, Electivire would end up knowing Flamethrower, and then there's Magmortar that might know an electric type move. Considering the rivalries, it's funny. Cricketune. I only chose it in terms of, like, thinking that I didn't complete its research yet. I have, so it was all a waste. And I'm only supposed to see it use Slash and X Scissor. So, Space Lord and Time Lord, Palkia and Dialga, what do I have to do for you? Aqua Tail and Spatial Rend along with Strong Style and Agile Style moves. So I'm thinking Strong Style Aqua Tail, Agile Style Spatial Rend. That along with seeing if you have yes, you do. But I'm unable to do Agile Style Spatial Rend at the moment. So maybe I'll do Strong Style Aqua Tail and then Agile Style Earth Power along with Spatial Rend. Then Time Lord, I think it was Flash Cannon, and it's like whatever moves that it has, I'm supposed to see. I think it's like Iron Tail and Roar of Time, or Flash Cannon and Roar of Time, but likely just Iron Tail and Roar of Time. Anyways, with that being said, really? How the heck did that not backstrike you? You mark me. Got that, and I got that. Got you and you. You notice me. Ow! I got jabbed. Hello. Agile Style Earth Power. Huh. Well, that was it. There, finally. I'm gonna use Roar of Time. So that's that. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. That's an Alpha Magikarp. Nope, it's not. Just kidding. Thought I heard a theme. And I thought you were a shiny for a moment. But you are stunky. Boing. I think if anything I should let this Dialga go up to level 70.
Hello! Well, that's not what I wanted. Here, this one.
Have yet to get a Machamp as well. Final Agile Cell Earth Power, I bet. Because then the remainder is Roar of Time.
Checking in on what I was doing.
Nailed it. Only gotta use that one more time, and then that would count as a complete research. Gotcha. It's always funny just seeing it standing like this. One more time. It missed. Figures. Again, it worked. So that's technically it for Dialga. But now I'm doing Glalie. Seeing if I have not completed Glalie either. Which I'm very sure I haven't. I have! Gosh darn it. What about Electivire? I'm very sure I haven't completed Electivire. I have to freaking check my Pokedex. Because it looks like the only Pokemon I haven't actually completed was Walrein. Yes! There's the Cherubi I was hoping to get. To find. I'm just gonna catch it. Seeing it leap from trees. Actually, yeah, it's level 9, so I think that'll be fine. You know, just strong style Ice Beam. So, I think now is when I'm exiting, because what I'm going to do now is do those side quests for Irida and Adamant. Oh, right, the Sneasels. Whoops, I forgot all about those things. Sunky is level 9. I have yet to complete. And I have to defeat them with ground type moves too. Catch one more and I'll be able to complete it. 7. Very sure I've already done that. Completed. Once the fruit growing alongside the main body is large and plump, Cherubi will use the nutrients within to evolve. The fruit then detaches, becoming nourishment for other creatures. This Pokemon is revered as a deity in Hisuian legend. The birth of Dialga was what caused the vast river of time to begin flowing in our world. That's all. Going back to the village and hoping that there are no massive mass outbreaks in the 2nd and 5th routes. Whatever happens. And if there is, there isn't in any of the routes, I'm going to do this one first. Maryland's really bog bound. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to fly there anyways. After, I think only if this is what I'm remembering, Dialga. Want to see my Pokemon. Releasing all of this Sneasel. Great Pebbles. See my Pokemon, I forgot to just do this. Palkia, Glalie, Krigatune, and then Walrein. No, Electivire. Then Walrein. And this is just a test to see if Time Lord is strong enough to deal with Adamant. Diamond Settlement, where Adamant awaits. Something that I would have done, or should have done, a long time ago, after having defeated and caught Dialga and Palkia. Was how long ago this was active. But I'm doing it now. Hey, if it isn't Ares, good timing. I found some treasure you'd be interested in. Did that make your ears perk up? Happy to fill you in, if you're curious. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't really care. There's that Survey Corps spirit. Curiosity is what moves science forward, according to the good old Mr. Professor. But come to think of it, what I've found seems too valuable to just let you in on it for free. You'll need to work a little. Diamond Clan's treasure. I want you to show me what's in your mind, your heart, your soul. Battle me. You got it. Then it's on. Time to see what you've got. Here I come, knowing full well how tough you are for the future of the Diamond Clan. Whatever. I guess I'm very confused. I was supposed to do this with the Olga, I thought. I'm very confused about why it's... Oh well. I think I'm doing it right. Or maybe I'm supposed to let it go into its origin form and then it will count. Oh, great. Doesn't really matter because, if anything, it's... Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing it right anyways because all of these Pokemon except for Umbreon hasn't used the moves that are effective, or even just doesn't know them. Screw it. I don't want to miss. That's why I'm doing this. As is Umbreon and Vaporeon, all of which will be of no match. And I think I remembered. Oh wow! I think I remembered as well that I'm supposed to battle against Adaman's Pokemon again once I've defeated Volo. And if I'm right on that, then I was dead wrong on these quests. And that I was supposed to do this before. Just that I was dead wrong on when I was supposed to do it. But I thought for sure that he wanted to battle against Dialga only in this quest. So that's what's confusing me already. Wow, that did way less damage than I thought. Screw it. It missed. Strong Style, Iron Tail for Umbreon. Because otherwise Vaporeon has nothing. Roar of Time to wrap it up. Not even a level up. You're really something, and I'm a man of my word, so here's that treasure. Adamant Crystal. When used on Dialga, this large glowing gem wells with power and allows the Pokemon to change form. This used to be my grandfather's. He said it was somehow related to Almighty to Almighty Dialga. So, now that I've put you through the ringer of little, it seems right to give it to you, since you're the one who caught Mighty Dialga. You know, I ought to tell you, I'm glad it was you who fell out of the sky to us. You taught me another way to get along with Pokemon, another way to relate to the world. Comet Shards. Time started to move faster for Hisui when you arrived. I feel big changes coming, even to the very way humans and Pokemon relate. That's the final thing he says. The final major role in him is that. So am I wrong, or am I right for assuming that he only will battle you if you have Dialga by your side? Because I'm pretty dang sure that was the case. Huh. And then the 90th quest is something that you're supposed to deal with for Irida, or Irida. I call her Irida. It's Irida, technically. It's like saying Irene. Meh. I don't know. Whatever's the right one. And no, I'm not doing the thing there. I am gonna check for shinies though. It's nearing daytime. Alright. So didn't do much there. I'm gonna rest a little. No, I'm not. Leafeon. I have caught it. I have one more thing to see it use, an agile style move. Or just baby's all eyes. I actually did forget that I caught this Pokemon. Now I remembered what started with a J that I don't have. Jolteon. Roar of Time. I've done a lot there. So you use a strong style move 3 times. So you use Iron Tail 3 times. And saw I use Roar of Time 8 times. Now I'd like to return to the village. What shocked me is if I was right all along and that the only way to get that request is by completing the game. Basically. Or completing the game meaning getting Arceus. Which would shock me because I had no recollection of that at all. I'm not gonna deposit these because I am going to actually get a Sneasel and evolve it once I have completed the research for Sneasel, which I'm very sure I have. But despite that, I don't have Sneasler, and Sneasler is a lot different. Dire Claw, which I don't actually know what that move does, and Swords Dance. And it has no known habitat. And then the other Pokemon is Weavile, and I'm very sure I don't have that mon either. I do, just that I have a lot to do for it. Wormhole. Gotta check with something. 2 somethings. Before I go to the pastures. Ah. Nope. I know for a fact that it evolves at some point because I've had it happen in my LP before. Probably when the game was completed was when it finally evolved into Dustox. If it never does happen, then I was insanely lucky back then because I know for a fact it has happened to me once before. That's a rare sight. Usually there's Pokemon around. Maybe it's because I have pastures or whatever. But that's usually never the case. So for one, I'm going to evolve this Sneasel into a Sneasler. And then I'm going to put you over here. But first I'm going to just do this because why not? And then Walrein. Nah. I'm actually gonna use my team. And if it was what I was thinking, and it should tell me that I'm not supposed to do so. But if it isn't what I'm thinking, then I am shocked with that. Trying to remember, I think it was you next. And then it was you. Then you. Not really. Where's my other one? I know I had another Pokemon. Caspar. That's the second Pokemon, actually. Wait, Caspar was... I don't remember anymore. Just gonna let Caspar be second. I know Stephanie was over here. And then it was him. And then I'm going to do this. And then see what happens. Irida is next. So I was right by assuming that there are no more revive rewards. Yay! Massive mass outbreak. So what? What was this? Oh yeah, Deophyte Pokemon. Something I can't do until I've caught every Pokemon, despite how much I hate that. So, Pearl Settlement. Irida side quest. So this is to make sure I'm right. Because if I'm wrong, then that means that you do have to catch Arceus first. Before the true challenge arrives. Hello, Erez. I was just about to go find you and tell you about this precious, incredibly precious thing I found. Well, how long? Well, why did you tell me earlier? Because I've been here the whole time. And also, it's blizzarding out. Meaning not here the whole time. I've been everywhere. I guess you wouldn't have been able to find me anyways, because I've been wandering about, getting legendary Pokemon like crazy. Are you curious? Tantalized? If you say so. Nope. I'm curious. As you should be. There isn't a single person in all of Vast Hisui who wouldn't be interested in that treasure. Before I show you, can you guess what I want to do? You want to battle? Yes, exactly. I want to be able to achieve feats like yours. Like what you did atop Mount Coronet. Give me one moment, I need to center myself. This is amazing. Because Adamant is more like the kind of person who is like the admin, and then Irida is the serene kind. My partners and I are going to get stronger and travel all across this wide world. Okay, so yeah, the only way that you battle with just that Pokemon is when you get Arceus. Gosh, journey! I was wrong this entire time! Ugh! I didn't know that. I don't know how I forgot that. Oh, so because of the Pokemon that she's using, which is Glaceon, Flareon, and Espeon, the Pokemon I have with me is the right one. So I'm doing all of it. I'm going to defeat you with Aqua Tail. Just kidding. You won't be able to use a single move. What the heck do you know? Oh, that's not gonna do much. Both of you use Quick Attack. And that was an agile style quick attack, right? Nope. The worst thing is, in order for me to get Espeon and Umbreon other than space-time distortions, is by just trying to figure out the time of day, because otherwise it would evolve. I'd only be able to evolve into Sylveon by friendship. By like enough friendship, good enough friendship, something like that. Oh no! Pretty sure I don't have Glaceon. Might be wrong. Yay! Then Flareon remains. Ow! Strong style, I don't want to miss. All without healing. Samuhex is now level 75. Caspar is the only one behind. I wonder, Erez, are there people even stronger than you out in the world, with Pokemon stronger than yours? I'll just have to find out for myself, I suppose. Here, the treasure I promised you. Lustrous Globe. When used on Palkia, this large glowing orb wells with power and allows the Pokemon to change form. I'm told this once belonged to the founder of the Pro Clan. It's somehow connected to Almighty to Mighty Palkia, I mean. Sinner. And since Mighty Palkia is with you now, I'll entrust the Lustrous Globe to you too. Thank you, Erez, for everything. Final thing that you'd get to hear from here. For now, the world before our eyes grows broader when we achieve true understanding with Pokemon. That's a lesson I learned thanks to you, Erez. I'll cherish it. It's always sad to me because whenever I depart with characters that I get really big connections with in game, it's saddening that that's like the final time that you'd be able to hear anything major from them. Even if the character over there was technically a side character, but still had a lot to say because of the fact that she's a sister of Adaman. She's Adaman's sister. And that was revealed pretty much in the beginning of the game, that she's Adaman's sister. And then it was revealed again in the new update for the massive mass outbreaks. It's still saddening to not be able to get much from the majority. Just that the only games that really have those majorities are technically, well, gacha games that don't really have that either. It's just the majority of the characters and then the game ends after that. Just that kind of thing. And then there are some characters who have the majority and wish to still talk to you and not like to talk about any of the same things. Yes, I'm talking about the DLC again. The game I'm not gonna get because I know that once I do get it, it's gonna be a rougher path for me. If I get it, I mean, it's just gonna be rougher. Knowing what it's about and all of that, being extra cautious with it. Also, okay, so I have progressed somehow. I'm guessing Samurai. Yes. Because otherwise, I don't have Espeon. I've seen you use Baby Doll Eyes and 2 Agile style moves. I have yet to catch one though. Flareon Flamethrower all of those times, and you use a strong style, I think. No, it didn't. And then Frostlass. There's still a lot of Pokemon that I have yet to catch. So with great confidence, I know that I won't be able to catch every Pokemon at this point of the stream. So I'm actually glad that it's going to be named what it's named. But the description is still going to stay. So now, double checking with Sneasel. Oh, never mind, I already know that I have. So I'm going to now see my Pokemon. Go here this time. And this time, knowing that I have completed the Pokedex entries of all but one, that one being Walrein, I'm gonna do this. Walrein, and then Sneasel, the Alpha if I can find it. And then I'm gonna do this. Voltorb, because I have yet to evolve it. And then Togetic. It's funny that I have to defeat I think, the Togetic once. Only once. Which is hilarious for the research. Because for one thing, it's very rare to find, so it makes sense that it would be the thing for only defeating it once. And then Togekiss, I think, was also the only defeat once. And that was possible because of Volo. Alpha Ralts. If anything, and it's female, so I won't. Oh, yeah, oh no, it's male, so I can. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to... I'm very sure I don't have Crobat yet either. And I know that Golbat evolves with happiness, so I'm going to just catch the Crobat instead. And you catch it with from the caves, so... And I'm trying to figure out what to bring with me for progression in research. Without it being like low-level Pokemon, because I also want to complete them. Maybe Zoroark is gonna come with me. Machoke, though, is another possibility. Because I don't have... Do I have a male one? I do. I have a male Machop. I'm gonna search to see if I have a Machoke. Otherwise is what I meant. Machoke. Pastures. Yes, I do. Oh, but it's female. No, it's not. Never mind. Only doing this for the sake of research. I think I have a better idea for what I'm doing. Which is... I'm going to put Heatran somewhere. And Heatran's a legendary. I'm going to put him right here. And just move them like this. reason, of course, being that I would then be able to put Arceus right here. The only Pokemon left that I'm going to complete, that I'm going to both complete and get its evolved form for, is this guy. Because I'm pretty sure that I don't have the weird ear. There we go. For one thing, I'm going to do this already. Ralts can evolve. But if I let it evolve normally, it evolves into a Gardevoir. So I need a Dawnstone in order to evolve it into Gallade. Oh wait, no, it's Curly at first, and then it evolves again by level up, now I know. Sneaseler! Voltorb have yet to evolve. So let's evolve Ralts right away. Then I think Curly is either level up or happiness. Yes, it can evolve, but if I evolve it again, it's going to evolve into Gardevoir. And instead of that, I'm going to, for one, check the Pokédex to see if I have to do something for her. See, it used Draining Kiss, and it's known to be at the Heart's Crag and Snowpoint Temple. Or the Shrouded Ruins as well. But that's even more rare to find. So, I have to defeat it, catch it without being spotted. Of course, it doesn't count when I've already evolved it. Yeah, all of that stuff. Catch Kadabra, which I can just do by evolving Abra into that certain thing. Forgot I have not gotten Gyarados yet. I'm going to use one of the Eevee. Like, I'm still thinking I'm going to evolve my shiny Eevee, even if people don't like it all that much, into Flareon, because, hilariously enough, I like Flareon a lot. When I used it, it was not that bad in battle, only because of me liking it that much. Making sure on this, did I name this Eevee? No. I haven't even named this one either. But I did name the others. I am going to name you. What I'm going to name you is Esmeralda. Mainly because I'm not going to use her. Then her color is green. But what I'm going to name you is, and you are male as well, probably Roy, but really I'm going to name you, I don't want to name you Cole. Blaze seems like well, yeah, it can be a guy's name too, but not Larry either. Even if when it says Flary, it sounds like it would say Larry. So, but I don't want to do that. Then imagine it as like a pet. What do I want to name my pet then? But I don't like to imagine it as a pet though. The name that comes to mind is... I'm thinking maybe Tyson. Yeah. I'm gonna name it Cinder. No, I'm not. That's more of a girl's name than a guy's name. Maybe I will give it a made-up name. Screw it. Just Flare. That's what I'm gonna name you. Because I do want to evolve into Flareon as much as people don't like it. But I do like Flareon. It'll give me memories of having a shiny Flareon in Pokemon X and Y that I've actually not shown. It's like my very first shiny Pokemon was Eevee, and I evolved it with a Firestone. So that's why I want it. That's why I want to evolve it with that. That along with I know I've completed it already. I have to catch a lot of them, and I already have done so. So, yes, I'm going to evolve it already with a Firestone. Also, I'm not needing these. Firestone. Move 1. And then I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to give you a lot of experience candy so you would be in a decent level. It looks pretty dang good, honestly. The shiny does, because Flareon originally is a darker orange, and this one's like a slight golden color. Sort of a lighter orange, but I still like it all the same. The funny thing is, it will have that as its entry, because that's the only time that I'll probably be seeing Flareon. Not really, because I've actually seen the original one too. But I do like Flareon, and I'm hoping that not many will be upset with the fact that I've evolved it with a Firestone instead of the stone that they were hoping that I was going to evolve it with, which was the Thunderstone. Shiny Jolteon is really good, but I still want to evolve it with the stone that I chose. Using all of these on Flareon. And then using this on you. Good. That is exactly what I was expecting. But then I gotta look at the Pokédex to check on what you have to use. Flamethrower and Baby Doll Eyes. Baby Doll Eyes instead of Tackle. And then Flamethrower instead of Ember. And that's that. Maybe you might know another move as well. Confirm. That along with, I'm going to not actually use anything for Curlia yet. I'm going to instead go to the third route, because I think that will work. Huh. Yeah, this is its only color. That's really nice. Its tail looks even cooler, too. It's really neat. That's really cool. Civilian form, all of this is fine. Return to the village. And then I'm going to the third route. It's funny because I might end the stream earlier than I expect. Bidoof, even though I have a shiny one already. I'm gonna do the third route. Going to the beachside camp. And I'm also going to catch the Alpha Wall Rain. Hence, I'm going to see already if its level is 9, because if its level is 9... Also making sure on something. Yeah, silly, it wasn't completed yet. So I evolved it prematurely. Oh, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna defeat it with a rock type move. Or just defeat it in general. I don't have a rock type move on it. Pretty sure with Sky Shield Bash I'm supposed to use an agile style move of that. That or just use it 20 times. Wandering around. Oh yeah, an alpha. Forgot already it was an alpha. It missed? I actually forgot its accuracy was only 90. If I'm wrong about it being agile style as well, it's gonna sort of suck.
I'm a dum-dum.
I was checking Wall Rain's level. I completely forgot. 7, so it doesn't really matter. Defeat it with fighting type moves. Wait. Catch an alpha specimen. See it use Ice Beam and Blizzard along with a strong style move. Yeah, that's fine. Glameow. I've completed it. Defeated only one. Really now? Come on, you turned around right when I threw it. I'm certain that you are gonna run out. Oh, good, you didn't. Currently, I can evolve, but I don't want to evolve it yet. I'm actually gonna check its moves. You do have Draining Kiss on you. Double checking because I'm gonna at most use it 8 times if it needs to use it that many times. Six, never mind. And still that won't be enough. Fighting type moves, I do have Machoke, so I'm going to do that. I have completed Machoke already. But using a fighting type move will be a best thing all the same. Oh my word, I actually caught. Alpha specimens caught. That is insane. I didn't think that was actually going to catch as easily as that, because the last time I tried that, it failed. It's sort of funny, like the higher leveled your Pokemon are, the easier it gets to catch it at times, or maybe I'm just insanely lucky.
I didn't want that.
How do I find Celio? I'll spy sure, or whatever. So, pretty much where I am right now. No, I'm not at that place. Oh, so it's right there. Alright, so we'll go there then. So there's a bunch of completion. Part 19 being most likely being the finale, but maybe not because it's all about me catching Pokemon for research. The joys of shiny hunting. The joys of shiny hunting. I gotta check on something. Hopo Berry. Stantler. But I don't know how much that restores.
Ew. Oh, dang.
Yeah, it restores all of it. Please don't miss. Yay! This is me thinking that I'm supposed to use an agile style move of this. And so far I've used it, I think 6 times. Crap. Alright, so now I'm gonna heal with a hyper potion on you. I'm also gonna check on Stantler's thing. If it says I'm supposed to use a strong style move for Stantler, then I'm already screwed. Agile style, I was right then. Agile style move of Psy-Shield Bash. Also, yeah, 7 times for that, 6 times for that. And that's for true that I have seen it use Psy-Shield Bash 6 times. Because that one is actually for true. Duh. Big duh. I'm actually gonna try to get Empoleon manually. Complete the research for Piplup, Prinplup, and Empoleon. Just making sure on this. Celio. Heavy specimen as well. So if I get another heavy specimen already on it, that would be nuts. Got 2 of those. Not a heavy specimen. So now they're both sleeping. That's actually rare. So I guess I'm just catching them. I woke it up. How did it not battle? I threw it the Pokemon. The Pokeball with the Pokemon in it. Oh, great! So now I should be fine. Oh, and they woke up because whatever. That was funny because they both fell asleep and now one woke up probably because it was just like a random thing. So I'm very sure now that I've completed it. Toxic Croak, I bet. Gold Duck. No, what? So I know I've done that now. Rowlet, Leafage, Roost, and Aerial Ace, Song Style, and Agile Style moves. Of course, that's possible because of it being a starter mon of that such stuff, whatever. So, Shieldon that I don't have anymore because I'm pretty sure I evolved it. I have to see it use Ancient Power 25 times, catch it, and see if I catch a heavy specimen as well, and evolve it. I haven't evolved it. Mainly just see it use Ancient Power and evolve it to see if that completes its research. Shaman. I'm pretty sure mythicals don't count, so I'll be golden there. Just that I will complete the mythicals after. Right on, I'm going to evolve you. Oh, it doesn't even say I have to evolve it. Catch the alpha, my superior. Different forms I've obtained. The different forms are like male or female ones. I cannot tell the difference. I wish I knew. Evolve this Rhyhorn into a Rhydon. Yeah, anyway. Thinking... Right, Riolu. I almost said Riolu again. It's Riolu. And I have completed Lucario. Only catch one alpha specimen. Very clear. Mount that I've caught without being spotted. Defeated. I have to defeat 10 of them. Only possible from outbreaks. Otherwise I would take it for an after. Draining Kiss, close combat, agile style move, give it food. Man, it's so much in my mind. And this felt like the right place to do this as well. It's funny because if I LP Pokemon Legends ZA, it's going to be another grind of me for, well, another grind for me to do these kinds of research stuff. Whee! Gonna evolve Magikarp into Gyarados. But first I'm gonna see if I have completed Magikarp's thing. No duh. Evolved a lot. Seemingly. Large specimen. That's completely obvious because I can just catch the alpha Magikarp a lot of the time. Defeat. Usually used Splash 100 times. I completely forgot about that too. Giving it food, I actually didn't know about that either. It makes me look all the more forward to Pokemon Legends ZA. Ow! Knew that was gonna happen too. Alright. So now I'm just gonna go around. I'm actually gonna try to battle. This is why I should have done the Coronet Highlands instead. Even though I said I was gonna do the third route anyways. I just keep on forgetting that a lot of Pokemon you encounter are water types. There's only one instance where you battle against fire types as well. Alpha Tentacruel, and it's not a shiny. I'm actually going to... And I'm gonna do a little bit more here before I'm done for the stream. Just that the summary of it was that it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. This is just to see if the Alpha Ninetales ends up being a shiny, which would be insane. Nope. Checking on Ninetales though, because I thought of it. I haven't caught it yet. Defeated with water-type moves. I do want to evolve Vulpix into a Ninetales. Different forms I've obtained. That will work. Oh, there was something over there. There was. Oh well. Maybe I'll end stream now because I'm having a very very big issue with trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna end it here. It's just gonna be all of this stuff where I'm gonna be very confused, like not knowing what to. I don't know. Whatever. Stantler, I don't know if I have, so I'm going to... no I'm not. I know I have done you. I have not completed yours. Its white whiskers are very sensitive. Celio will balance feel on the tip of its nose. Its scent and its feel, to be sure, this feel is healthy. And then Walrein, its thick tusks are strong enough to shatter drift ice. They have been known to break, but they will grow back by the next year. The Hisui region is well known for these broken tusks. I am very close to becoming 9th star. Return to the village. I am ending stream. This time early. And I'm very glad for it because of what I'm doing after this stream is done. Which is editing. And it's about time that I do so. So that's why. I'm keeping the team that I have Machoke because of evolving into Machamp, which I don't think I'm able to at the moment. Checking if I have linking cords, and I'm very sure I don't. I do. I have 2 linking cords. So I'm able to get Machamp and the Alakazam. Moving 1. And I'm gonna evolve Machoke into Machamp. Like I said, I'm hoping linking cords exist in Legends ZA because that really helps with the completion. So that's Machamp. Flare I'm going to keep. And then Walrein I'm going to finally deposit and get a different Pokemon. You gotta double check. I don't think I have Gardevoir either. And if I don't, then I'm just gonna get the Alpha. I don't. So I'm gonna just get the Alpha one. Defeated with Steel-type moves. Seeing they use Dazzling Gleam and Psychic, along with an Agile style move. Catching the Alpha specimen will help a lot too. Garchomp, catch an Alpha specimen, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to evolve it and see it use all of this stuff. Having this Pokemon originally just gives me good flashbacks of Pokemon Legends Arceus finally using Pierce and just keeping it as a Gabite because I wanted to keep it as a Gabite for a long time. Hence, that was why I've had that in my mind. Funny how I completed the Electivirus thing, but I haven't even caught Electabuzz. And I'm pretty sure Elekid is of Happiness evolution because it's a BB. It's even funnier because Electabuzz was Gen 1, Elekid was Gen 2, and then Electivire was Gen 4. So, all of that being said, that will be it. So the next time I stream this game, which is likely next Thursday, I am going to do a lot of research. It's basically going to be that kind of stream where I do a lot of research on the Pokemon and end up getting my brain twisted a lot of the time to try to figure out what the heck I'm doing. But I'm going to hope that I don't get any massive mass outbreaks, because I want to complete these Pokemon's research so that I would get this shiny charm as well in case I do feel like doing all of that. So the ones that I haven't seen for some of these Pokemon is the starters, mainly Dartrix for this, and then for Cyndaquil, Quilava. To prove that, the only Q Pokemon I have is Quillfish, but Quilava is the other one. Porygon, seeing it use Tackle and Tri-Attack. I do want to complete its research, but there's also Porygon 2 and Porygon Z. If I remember, I don't have the upgrade nor the Dubious Disc. I do have the Dubious Disc, never mind. But do I have the upgrade? The answer is, doesn't look like it. If I'm lucky, I might even be able to encounter Porygon 2 normally, so I won't have to worry about the upgrade. But I think Porygon is only encountered in the Coronet Highlands. I don't quite remember. There's a lot to worry about. It's crazy. But I'm still gonna end it here. I'm surprised that I'm actually very glad for one thing, but also very surprised that I was able to do this in the entire stream. Was going to stream this for 3.5 hours, but I might as well explain myself this time, even if this is not the end of this series. So, the main thing is, I am going to do, well, eventually I might just, it's gonna be the same where I keep saying I might or might not do a certain thing, and also I'm gonna save again because of what I'm going to get here, Hopo Berries. Where are they? Where are those Hopo Berries? They are right here, and I'm going to move. I'm thinking... Yeah, actually, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to... sorry. I'm going to move 4 Lepa Berries in my inventory. And this is just in case. Because of the research completion that I have required. And just a lot of stuff otherwise. So for terms of Pokédex, I have yet to see, I believe, 9 Pokemon. Either 9 or 12. But I don't know for sure because the mythical Pokemon that I have to catch are, well, that I've caught are Fione, Manaphy, and Shaman and Darkrai. And then Arceus is also a mythical Pokemon. But yet, when you battle against him, it would be like a legendary Pokemon, but it's not a legendary. It's a mythical. Because in only Legends Arceus is when you're able to catch it. Or just obtain it. And then in other games, it's done by an event. At least I think. But I'm not going to play Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Screw that. And something, and whatever. So, that's going to be it. Next time in Legends Arceus, you already know, I'm going to catch every Pokemon and get Arceus. And as soon as I'm able to do that is when I'm going to then get my team up to level 80, but probably level 85 to be safe. And prep up for disaster because of what Arceus is able to do. Something insane, which makes him a hard boss to deal with, and I'm only going to battle him once. And when you defeat him, wait, meaning like only going to battle him once before just going through the bosses. No, going through the whole bag bomb. Gosh darn it. Bomb, Pokebomb, whatever they are called. That whole bomb throwing thing. Trying to figure out the right word for it, but I couldn't figure anything out, so I just said bag bomb by accident. Oh well. Just whatever. See you guys then. I'm gonna save now so that it would be proven that I saved. I'm approaching 69 hours, but I know for a fact I won't reach that long. I'll manage to reach out about 70 hours.